everyone and welcome back to Waverly Reads. We are doing a 24-hour-a-thon. Me, Shakirah are hosting it and we've invited a few of our friends to join in. And as you can see, I'm currently at Tia and Shakirah's house because Shakirah is hosting it with me. It was mine and her idea to do it because we missed Zoe's last one because we were at a party. Here because Tia is joining in and Callum's here because he is joining in, and I'm pretty sure I've convinced Lisa to join in too. Currently around 11 p.m, so we have about an hour before it starts. I just wanted to go through the books that I'm going to be attempting to read. I'm not sure on the order I'm going to read this in, but I want to get all 4 of them read before the end of the day. First one is Angel Fall by Susan E. I've been wanting to read this for a while since I heard about it. Basically a post-apocalyptic world with angels taking over and they are evil. And I've had this only for a couple of months now, but I've wanted to read it for a very long time. I'm a little bit skeptical because I've heard mixed reviews, but I really want to give it a shot. Next book is The One by Kiera Cass. I've been wanting to read this ever since I put down The Elite. I am loving this series so much, and this is the last book I own, so I do need to get the rest of them. Third book in the selection series, and I've been loving it so far. I love the selection, I love The Elite, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to love The One. I also have an audiobook of this to help me out. Third book is Before I Die by Jenny Downham. This is about a girl who has a terminal illness and only has a few more months to live. So she wants to do all of these things before she dies. Number 1 is sex. That's all I really know, but it's a quite big font and it's only 300 and so pages, so I'm pretty sure I can get this read. And then the last one is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I read this last year in the banned bookathon. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. I don't remember anything about it. I kind of didn't take any of it in because I read it super quick. I just flew through it just because I wanted to get as much read as I could, and I didn't really like that. So I am redoing it again into this one, and hopefully I can take more in, enjoy it a lot more, because I loved the movie Coraline, and I'm pretty sure the book is just as good. Very short book, it's maybe 200 pages. It's not even 200 pages long, and it has illustrations, and it's written in quite big font as well. So I'm pretty sure I will get that read too, and I also have an audiobook to help me with this one too. Hoping I will get to read them all, but if not, then that's okay, and if I have more time to read more, I will just have to borrow from Tia and Shakirah. I think we're in agreement that we're going to do a few more of these later on if this one goes well with the whole group of booktuber friends that we have at the minute, and obviously we'll probably drag Callum and Tia into it as well, and I'm always dragging Lisa into doing these reading things with me. Now I'm about to just chill for the next hour, and then we will be starting the readathon. I need to work out which book I want to read first. So I got into my pajamas and I have fluffy socks on, and it's about 15 minutes until the readathon starts, and the first thing I'm doing is getting myself a big fat mug of tea. We have 2 minutes! Everything's gonna get really intense in like 5 seconds. But I think I'm gonna read this first. I don't know, I just grabbed a random one.
Oh, notice! Begin! So fragile, like it was built to break.
We just got finished with the first sprint. I don't know if I told you guys, but we started off with an instant hour-long sprint, and I read 82 pages of Before I Die. It's appalling. It's really badly written. I feel like the story is there, but the person writing it hasn't done it justice. Either way, 82 pages. Callum, Kira, what you on?
I read 76.
152.
Yeah.
I read 180.
I literally want to kill her. I just want to kill her. People shouldn't be able to read that fast. Hi, hello. I have my tea. Oh, Tia, I'm stuck to the coaster. I have my tea without a coaster now. I'm about to continue reading this. I mean, it's not really bad. It's just really not good. I'm on chapter 13 and it's time to continue because I am not tired and sleep is for the weak.
I finished it.
In how long?
Like an hour and a half, something like that. I don't know.
And now what are you doing?
Slightly more.
It's 2 AM and she's on her second book. I should be quiet I just finished Before I Die by Jenny Downham. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad book. The ending was random as hell. But I finished book 1 and that was 317 pages? No, 327 pages. I've read 327 pages already. I don't know what to read next. I need more caffeine. She's reading Alex and Eliza at the minute, and Tia, thoughts?
Does it want to say thoughts?
Come on, Tia, thoughts?
No, I don't like it.
She doesn't like it. So now I get to do the most satisfying bit that I have about finishing books, and that is take the little to be read sticker off the side. There's something so satisfying about it. It's not there and it's officially marked as read. I just marked it as read on Goodreads as well, and I gave it a 2 stars because 3 seems too generous, 1 seems too mean because I didn't hate it, I just didn't necessarily like it as much as I wanted to. We have about 4 hours until our next sprint, so me and Tia are about to go and get the duvet because we're going to sleep on the sofa, because if we get into bed we're probably going to end up sleeping way too long. 5 AM and Tia's asleep. Started to read Coraline and I'm on chapter 6, which is page 81, so I'm about halfway done. I think I'm going to read the rest and try not to sleep. I'm not as tired as I was like an hour ago, but I don't want to be vlogging because I'll wake Tia up and she might actually kill me. Now it's time to go back to reading. I just got woken up by my alarm. I'm not sure what time I fell asleep. I know that it was around 6:20 and I hadn't taken in the last chapter of the book. I did start reading Coraline in the very low light. I was trying to follow along it. I'm pretty sure I got to chapter 10? Oh, it was 11. I got to chapter 11 because I had just read chapter 10. Page 153. Literally I have 3 chapters left. But I'm so tired. I need to make another cup of tea. Shakirah is awake, I know, because she's been on Facebook. I'm not sure whether Callum is, and Tia wanted to be woken up, but I don't think she's gonna like it much. The last mug hasn't been used in a while and it got that really sticky tea thing in the bottom, so I exchanged to this Expecto Patronum mug that I think is Tia's, but I'm gonna use it. And it changes, it's a heat changing mug and it's really cute. There it goes. Oh, it's even prettier. I used it religiously in the booktubeathon. So we have about 5 minutes until the reading sprint, but I'm about to add Before I Die into my rating journal. 8 AM and it's sprinting time. We are 2 men down. Okay, because Tia's nearly finished her second book and we didn't expect Callum to wake up after only 3 hours of sleep.
Off the handle. How'd we get to this place? We're leaving everything behind for new and exciting feelings, but I won't leave you. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new?
Lone Rangers have ventured into the kitchen to get food. We just got finished with the second reading sprint. Started reading Angel Fall. Already really brutal and a little bit mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect it to be that dark in the first 20 pages, but it is. But I decided on Angel Fall because I have an audiobook for the one. Sarah's having issues with a cat.
Stop, he's just making himself.
He's attacking the Christmas tree.
No.
And balloons.
No.
Anyway, I have a monster glass of water to counteract with the caffeine. I don't solely rely on caffeine to help keep me awake. So I just had some cereal and I now have a monster glass of water. Shakirah, how's your reading going?
It's going good. I'm almost finished.
I am feeling the tiredness kick in. I'm about to get another cup of tea because I need that extra boost. I'm on chapter 13 of Angel Fall, which is page 80 something. The next sprint is in an hour, so I need to wake myself up a little bit. Have a warm drink because it's freezing. I hate winter so much. I'm not yet sure what I think of Angel Fall, whether or not I like it, but it's okay, and I see me liking the post-apocalyptic side to it. I'm really into the whole dystopia post-apocalyptic vibes, like my own book is about post-apocalyptic, so I do like those aspects, but there is a bit of an insta-love going on at the minute that I'm not really into. I don't really like insta-love. I do know that it is intriguing me and I am very interested, and I'm wanting to continue reading it. I'm pretty sure we're waking Tia and Callum up in about 30 minutes because the next sprint is at 12 o'clock. So it's about 10 minutes until the next sprint. I did some makeup just to wake myself up a bit, and I got dressed as well. Shakirah's just gone to wake Callum up. I'm attempting to wake Tia up. We'll get up. She just likes her extra 30 minutes of just laying and doing nothing. And that laugh was a laugh in agreement. So it's been a couple of hours since I have updated, but we finished our sprint at 1 o'clock. We've been joined by the Lisa to chill with us, and we're going to add in our own little private sprint among our people at past.
No one else is joining in. You better keep going.
I don't know actually what page I got to at the end of the last sprint because I continued reading, but I'm now on page 155, which is chapter 22, and I'm about halfway.
The basis of this book is the fact that the main character, what the fuck is her name? I forgot. Paulette, right? She doesn't know that she has a secret relationship with Sarah, the girl who goes missing. She dies, and she's just like, everything and nothing, always forever. I wanted more than anything to disappear. But you don't know her. I don't understand. Do you know her or don't you? I hate this book.
Time will tell, but I'll be holding you. I'll be holding you. I'll be holding you. I'll be holding you.
We have about 5 minutes before the next sprint, and I'm making a cup of tea at the minute. I wanted to finish Angel Fall before the last sprint that we have here in the UK, but I didn't. I have about 32 pages left to read, so I'm just going to read them during the sprint, and then I'll move straight on to The One by Shakirah Cass, which is my last book on my TBR. I'm not sure on who's actually taking part because the communication has been a bit low, but I'm making some tea. I'm gonna finish reading this and move straight into The One during the next hour sprint. Emma's gone home. I'm pretty sure Lisa's going home soon, and let the sprinting commence. So it's been about an hour and a half since the last reading sprint we did, and I just kind of continued reading. I finished Angel Fall around 35 minutes into the sprint. I had about 40 to 50 pages left, so that's not too bad, but I was reading it a lot slower than my average pace. And then I started The One. I'm not sure how far I got into it in the actual sprint, but I can't even be bothered to open the book. I got to page 138, which is chapter 16, and I'm apparently 43% done with the book. I have 185 pages left, and I have been listening to the audiobook, but I'm so tired. I can't even get up from this position right now. I'm so tired. I'm probably not going to finish The One tonight because I'm too tired to do any more reading. I'm playing Sims whilst listening to the audiobook of The One. I'm really liking it so far, actually. A couple of the events have happened that have happened. They needed closing from the last book, and I'm glad that they have been. Obviously, the books are really predictable, but I'm kind of anxious because a part of me is just like, but what if? But no, it has to happen, right? I mean, it can't not. I've seen the titles of the book. Floor. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm very much on the floor right now. I haven't read any more of The One because I'm just way too tired to. I've read 3 books today plus 47% of The One, so I've read like 3.5 books essentially. Good, and I'm really proud of myself. The read-a-thon technically isn't over, but I'm going to be going to bed soon. We've all finished reading for the night now, so that's it. Tomorrow, when I'm awake and I have speech, because I don't tonight, I will do a little wrap up. So, good night, and I will see you tomorrow. And it's officially the morning on the 30th. It's not, it's the afternoon. I slept a very long time, but I thought it was high time I updated you. Not updated you, but wrapped up what it is I got read. So I read 3.5 books in the 24-hour-a-thon, leaving like 4 hours for me to just lay on the floor and do absolutely nothing. The moment the last sprint was over, I was done. I was so done. The first book I read is Before I Die by Jenny Downham, and it was okay. Definitely my least favourite out of all the books I read, and I definitely won't be hyping about this book. It's very badly written. It's a very bad representation of teenagers, a very bad representation of cancer. It's a very bad representation. I feel like the actual storyline of a girl going through cancer and wanting to do the list of things she does before she dies has so much potential, and Jenny just didn't live up to it. Next book I read side by side with an audiobook, and that is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. It last time during the banned bookathon, and I didn't really take any of it in, so I reread it this time, and apparently I took more in last time than I knew because I remembered so much of this book. I enjoyed it, it's cute. I really like Neil Gaiman's works and his stuff other than Stardust. We don't talk about Stardust. I don't like that book. And I like the illustrations that are in this and everything. It's so cute. This was my second favourite. The books just got better as I read along apparently. And then the last book I finished reading was Angel Fall by, I was going to say Marie Lu, it's not, it's Susan E. This book I went in with higher hopes and it wasn't exactly what I expected, but I did really enjoy it. Kind of the way the romance was done, I really didn't like it. It was very predictable. It was very predictable, and I knew everything that was going to happen. I knew when it was going to happen, and it did. So I wasn't that big of a fan of the romance, but the book itself and the storyline I really did like. I'm not sure whether I will be continuing to read the series. I'm not sure because I know there's World After, and then there's another one, and then there's like side novels as well. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go that far with reading this, but I mean, I am going to consider it. And then the last book I started but didn't manage to finish because I was just way too tired, and that was The One by Shakirah. I got to page 138. It is already so good. I know that I like these books, and it's really weird because they're not my style thing, but I do really like these books, and yeah, I read half of this one. I do really like it, and I'm going to finish it sometime today or tomorrow. I'll find all of those books in my end of the year wrap up, which should be up in the next few days. I enjoyed doing this. It was amazing. I loved everything that we did. Me and my friends, we all literally just stayed in the living room almost the entire 24 hours. Me and Tia did stay in the living room 24 hours because we slept in there, and we just sat and read together, and it was the cutest thing. We were buddy reading. We were antisocially being social together. I can't speak for anyone who wasn't here. I don't know what they did or what they got read, and I'm sure if you go over to Shaki's shelf we'll find out a bit of a situation about what happened. I really enjoyed it, and we will definitely be doing another one of these again with our little group, and we're all just going to sit in the living room and have lots of fun. I'm going to end this video here now, so if you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Waverly, and now I am off to read. Bye!